5 types of discipline that make you unstoppable. Close your eyes. Think of the last time you felt that surge of motivation, that electric jolt of inspiration. Maybe it was from a powerful speech, a scene in a movie, or seeing someone else's success. For a moment you felt invincible. You made a promise to yourself. This time it will be different. You set the 5 a.m. alarm. You mapped out your entire week. You felt the fire. And then, life happened. The alarm rang, and the fire was gone. The comfort of your bed was more powerful than the dream in your heart. That initial spark of motivation faded, leaving you with the same routine, the same frustration. Why? Because you built your castle on the shifting sand of motivation instead of the unbreakable granite of discipline. Motivation is the match. It's flashy, intense, and it ignites quickly, but it burns out just as fast. Discipline is the forge. It's consistent, controlled, and unbearably hot. It is where raw potential is hammered into hardened skill. It is where ordinary metal is transformed into Spartan steel. In this video, we are not just talking about discipline. We are going to war against the weak modern idea that feeling like it is a prerequisite for doing it. We are dismantling the 5 pillars that hold up a weak mind and rebuilding them into the 5 types of discipline that make you unstoppable. Stay with me. By the end of this, you will have a blueprint, not a fleeting feeling, but a functional system to conquer yourself. The battlefield of the mind. Welcome, mental Spartans. Before we can build, we must clear the ground. So let's settle the ancient debate once and for all. Motivation versus discipline. Motivation is external. It's conditional. It's a reaction to a stimulus. You see a goal, you get a reward. You feel inspired. It's a passenger in the car of your life, telling you where to go only when the weather is nice. Discipline is internal. It's unconditional. It's a commitment to a principle, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is the driver of the car. Rain, snow, blazing sun, or perfect weather, the driver shows up, takes the wheel, and moves forward. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic who ruled an empire, never spoke of waiting for motivation. He wrote in his private journal, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He didn't wait to feel like dealing with them. He disciplined his mind to expect the chaos and to meet it with virtue. That is our first and most important distinction. The motivated man works when he feels good. The disciplined man works because it is who he is. It is his identity. So if you're waiting to feel like a warrior to start training, you will be waiting your entire life. You train now, and through that training, you become the warrior. The 5 pillars of the unstoppable mind. Now we build the forge. These are not just tips. These are 5 distinct types of discipline, each targeting a different weakness in the human psyche. Master them, and you become unstoppable. 1. The discipline of the trigger, the starter. This is the discipline of initiation. It's about conquering the moment between the thought of an action and the action itself. The trigger to hit snooze, the trigger to open social media, the trigger to avoid the difficult task. The modern world is designed to hijack your triggers. Notifications, sugary foods, endless scrolls, they all offer a cheap hit of dopamine for 0 effort. The mental Spartan rewires the trigger. We create a ritual of initiation. When the alarm sounds, you don't think, you execute. You place your feet on the cold floor, one deliberate movement. You win the first battle of the day before your enemy. Your own reluctance even knows the war has begun. This discipline says, my first move is not up for debate. 2. The discipline of the process, the sustainer. Motivation is obsessed with the summit. Discipline is in love with the climb. This is the discipline of falling in love with the daily, repetitive, and often boring process. The bodybuilder doesn't get motivated to lift the same weight for the 1,000th time. The writer doesn't get motivated to stare at a blank page. They are disciplined to trust the process. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." He understood that progress is a chain of consistent, linked efforts. You don't build a muscular physique with one Herculean lift. You build it with 10,000 repetitions, performed with perfect form, day after day. This discipline asks, did I honor the process today? Not, did I change my entire life in one afternoon? 3. The discipline of the mind, the fortress. Your mind is a fortress, but are you the guard at the gate, or have you left it wide open for every invading thought? This is the discipline of emotional and cognitive control. It is the discipline to observe a negative emotion, anger, anxiety, fear, and not be ruled by it. It is the discipline to cut short a spiral of negative self-talk. It is the discipline to focus on a single task in a world of 1,000 distractions. This is pure Stoicism. Epictetus, born a slave, said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Your boss yelling at you is an external event. Your internal reaction, to seethe with rage, to crumble in fear, or to respond with calm, principled action, that is your fortress, and its walls are built with the bricks of daily mental discipline. 4. The discipline of the body, the vessel. Do not believe for a second that the mind and body are separate. Your physical vessel is the temple, or the prison of your mind. This is the discipline of treating it with respect, not with indulgence. It is the discipline to eat food that fuels you, not just pleases your tongue. It is the discipline to move your body when it would rather be still. It is the discipline of rest and recovery. The Spartans were legendary not just for their mindset, but for their physical rigor. They understood a weak body creates a weak mind. When you master the discomfort of physical exertion, you build a tolerance for all of life's other discomforts. Your body is your first and most fundamental tool for self-mastery. 5. The discipline of the response, the finisher. And finally, we have the discipline of how you finish, how you respond to failure, to setback, to the inevitable pain of life. The motivated man is shattered by failure. He saw it as the end of the road. The disciplined man sees failure as data, as feedback, as part of the training. This is the discipline to get up, always. To get your nose broken by life, spit out the blood and say, "Is that all you have?" It is the discipline to refuse to be a victim of your circumstances. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, war, and betrayal. His response? The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. That is the ultimate discipline, to transmute pain into progress. Conclusion. So there they are, the 5 types of discipline that forge an unstoppable mind: the trigger to start without hesitation, the process to sustain without boredom, the mind to focus without distraction, the body to endure without complaint, the response to fall and rise again without self-pity. This is not a one-time transformation. This is a lifelong practice. This is the path of the mental Spartan. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pick one of these 5 disciplines. Just one. For the next 7 days, you will focus all your energy on mastering that single pillar. Hammer it into your daily life until it becomes a part of you. The war for self-mastery is won not in a single, glorious battle, but in 1,000 small, disciplined skirmishes you fight with yourself every single day. Train your mind, conquer yourself.